single day. Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and we're going to do a screen green on read here on something that is absolutely disgusting, and that is Charlotte County took a Punta Gorda ordinance that you can't record public officials in a public place doing their public duty, which is absolute unconstitutionally bullshit. And they put it on steroids, and they bragged how they teached 160 people in Charlotte County government how to violate your right to record in this literally 4-hour course supposedly that they had. And like I said, I just wanted to make comment on it before I read this so you know what the hell it is. All their excuses why they're doing it, how, and interactions with citizen journalists because you got a camera, ordinances, and it's not even an ordinance, it's a rule, that's a lie. So, and what to do and what to say and how not to be stressed out if you see a citizen journalist. It is sick. I will do the screen read. I'm going to screen read the whole list of 15 facility rules too because it's so outrageous. Basically, in the end, it's so vague. If you fart, you can be trespassed. And then I'm going to out all the disgusting people that signed up for this. You can look at that and see how many un-American people there are in Charlotte County. Remember when our founding fathers said, take a goddamn country back before it's too late. And it's almost too late, sheep. Wake up.
Interactions with citizen journalists. Charlotte County Government. AGENDA. February 19, 2019. Rationale and Overview. Citizen Journalists Movement. 2. Introductory activity, personal experiences. 3. What's on our side? County rules, ordinances, and state statutes. Support from law enforcement. 4. Do's and don'ts with encounters. Body language. Words and phrases. Social media presence. V. Scenarios and hands-on practice. 6. Stress-reducing tips for sanity. 7. Closure and wrap-up. Learner objectives. To identify encounters with citizen journalists common to Charlotte County. To recognize protections under county rules and state statutes. To evaluate best practices during an encounter. To practice effective verbal and nonverbal strategies for interactions. To pinpoint tactics to minimize stress associated with encounters. Interactions with citizen journalists. Personal experiences. What has been your experience with any of the local citizen journalists? Write a few words to describe an encounter. S. What did you do that worked? Anything you could have done differently? What's on our side? 1. Charlotte County Facility Rules. 2. County Ordinances. 3. State Statutes for Trespassing. 4. SOPs for records requests. Do's and don'ts for encounters. Body language sends multiple messages even when we don't say a word. What does your body language convey when under stress? When dealing with an obnoxious and often unreasonable person, the order of the day is cool, calm and collected. 1. Keep your ego in check. Do your best not to take negative, insulting comments personally. If we become hooked, our judgment is clouded and the ability to deal with a challenging face-to-face situation is compromised. Your ego can get you into trouble. How often have you wanted to give a clever response to a citizen's statement that he or she pays your salary? Don't give in, let the citizen journalist have the last word and walk away. 2. Give up changing someone's attitude. It's simply not possible to change someone's attitude in a brief encounter. Nothing you say will cause an unreasonable person to change their behavior. A workable strategy is to treat the citizen journalist like anyone else. Ignore the camera. You may choose to use sentences and phrases from the list below. 3. Know what to say. The less you say, the better. Here are comments and phrases that have been proven to work. I'll process your request. I have to get back to work. No comment. I don't authorize you to use my picture or voice. I'm not answering your questions. Do you have a records request? If you continue to block access to my work, I'll call security. If you continue filming in the building, you will be trespassed. 4. What not to say. Be vigilant about not agreeing or disagreeing with the citizen journalist. The main point is to stay above the fray and don't get pulled into the rabbit hole. For a records request, never ask for their name or the reason for the request. Never say no and never require that the request be in writing. Definitely don't argue. Words and phrase not to use. Because those are the rules, because that's the policy. Calm down, be reasonable. 5. Stand tall. Maintain a confident posture. Stay relatively still with fewer gestures. Hold your head upright with your chin level. If possible, keep your arms uncrossed. Do your best to 4. Maintain an even pitch to your voice. When we're nervous, sometimes our voice will go up a notch. And speak at your regular pace or slightly faster to get your point across. Fill any records request at a regular pace. 5. Know when to escalate. Despite your attempts to carefully handle a situation, the citizen journalist may become too aggressive. If access to your work is blocked or the person touches you, signal for backup with a code word, call security, or call 911. Have your phone with you at all times. Celebrate your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify and manage your own emotions and identify and manage the emotions of others. It is generally said to include 3 skills. 1. Emotional awareness, the ability to identify your own emotions and those of others. 2. Emotional harnessing, the ability to harness emotions and apply them to tasks, like thinking and problem solving and in social situations. 3. Emotional management, the ability to manage emotions, including the ability to regulate your own emotions, and the ability to work with emotions displayed by another person. What situations, either professionally or personally, cause you to feel angry? How do you typically handle anger? Stress reducing tips for sanity. 1. Breathe smarter. Deep, rhythmic breathing is among the most effective stress reduction techniques. When done properly, inhale deeply and slowly into your abdomen and place your hand over your stomach. Your belly should rise and fall along with your chest. Inhale, hold, and exhale to the count of 4. Do 10 cycles. 2. Use positive self-talk. We all have a running monologue in our head that is mostly negative and self-critical rather than positive. For example, following a mistake, rather than saying how stupid, say something such as, I have learned from this. 3. Make a list. When feeling overwhelmed, we are often wondering if we can fit it all in. Even if you already have a written to-do list, take a moment, even using a sticky note, to jot down the next 3 things that must be done. Cross off and repeat. 4. Find a time to laugh or smile. There is so much evidence that laughter is healthy and reduces stress. Keep a file on your smartphone or tablet with hilarious videos, photos, or jokes. You will relieve tension you may not have known was there. Sharing with another person usually creates an extra benefit. 5. Be careful not to catastrophize. Stay alert to keep issues and concerns in proportion with reality. What's the worst that can happen? What's the most likely thing that will happen? Calibrate from there. Professional profile. Ann Schroeder, president of Schroeder Management Consultants, is a management consultant and trainer who provides consulting services and seminars to thousands of business and professional people every year. She travels coast to coast in Florida, and from California to Washington, D.C. to assist business, government, nonprofit organizations, and education. With her office based near Orlando, Ann has over 25 years' experience in developing organizations and their personnel. Her firm provides strategic planning initiatives, corporate retreats, customer service initiatives, team development, and customized seminars. Ann's clients have included NASA, Ryder Systems, Coca-Cola, American Lung Association, Jackson Memorial Hospital, Miami, Florida, Lee County Tax Collector, the Salvation Army, and Florida Gulf Coast University. And was instrumental in leading Lehigh Regional Medical Center as it received the Sterling Award, Florida's version of the Malcolm Baldrige Quality Award. And is also a founding member of Dramatic Results, a theater-based training troupe that provides highly interactive programs focused on relevant organizational topics laced with magic, illusions, skits, and audience participation. She is a graduate of the SAC Comedy Lab in Orlando. Harvard, in 2012, named one of Ann's programs, Guests First, one of 111 bright ideas in government. And designed and then facilitated this program for 8 years for Lee County's hospitality industry. She also wrote a bi-monthly column for the Lee Island Coaster newsletter on innovative customer service tips and techniques. Charlotte County, FL, hired Ann to design a similar program, Courtesy Calling, following the devastation of Hurricane Charlie in 2004. Ann has a master's degree from the Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland, plus extensive training in organizational and creative problem solving from the University of Buffalo, and from Synectics Incorporated in Cambridge, Massachusetts. In addition, Ann earned a certificate degree in advanced carpentry, and along with her husband Ed, personally built their first home in Fort Myers, Florida. She is a proud Florida native. 239-997-2866. alschroeder2@aol.com. Facility rules. All county facilities are reserved for the conduct of official county business only. The following conduct is prohibited in or on county-owned and managed facilities, including buildings, lands, and conveyances. There may also be additional rules specific to certain kinds of county facilities such as libraries, parks, etc. The following conduct is prohibited by County Ordinance 2016-027. 1. Engaging in any activity prohibited by law. 2. Engaging in activities or behaviors that are likely to, or do, result in injury or harm to others. 3. Engaging in activities or behaviors that are likely to, or do, result in damage to county property. 4. Tampering with or unauthorized use of building systems or devices, including electrical, plumbing, locks, doors, or cameras. 5. Entering into areas reserved for employees or otherwise not open to the general public, without authorization. 6. Solicitation of petitions, pamphleteering, demonstrating, protesting, or carrying banners or signs anywhere inside of county buildings or conveyances, or in areas where such activities are otherwise prohibited on county lands. However, these activities may be done in an orderly manner outside of the entryway of any county-owned building, on any public sidewalk or public right-of-way near or adjacent to any county-owned building, or in areas otherwise designated for expressive activity, provided they do not impede ingress or egress, interfere with the use of county facilities by visitors, employees, or county officials, or harass visitors, employees, or county officials. Rules governing citizen conduct, including speech and signs, during public meetings of the Board of County Commissioners can be found at Section 5.02 of the Administrative Code and Section 1.12 of the Rules of Procedure, Board of County Commissioners, Charlotte County, available online at www.charlottecountyfl.gov. 7. Audio or videotaping anywhere inside of county buildings or conveyances, except during public meetings as provided below, or as otherwise approved by the county administrator. Any audio or videotaping that is conducted outside of county buildings must be done in an orderly manner and must not interfere with the use of county facilities by visitors, impede county employees or county officials in the performance of their duties, or harass visitors, county employees, or county officials. Any person taping another must cease doing so immediately if any visitor, county employee, or county official expresses his or her desire not to be taped. Anyone failing to immediately cease audio or videotaping any visitor, county employee, or county official who has expressed a desire not to be taped, will be immediately trespassed without warning. This does not apply to 1. Authorized law enforcement personnel, or 2. County officials, where either are directly performing public duties on matters of public concern. Audio or videotaping of public meetings is permitted provided it is done in a quiet and orderly manner, does not interfere with the conduct of the meeting, does not block the view of any person attending the public meeting and does not block any aisle, row, ingress, or egress. Rules governing citizen conduct during public meetings of the Board of County Commissioners can be found at Section 5.02 of the Administrative Code and Section 1.12 of the Rules of Procedure, Board of County Commissioners, Charlotte County, available online at www.charlottecountyfl.gov. 8. Unauthorized leaving or storing of personal property, with or without the intention to return and reclaim. All unattended property shall be removed by designated county staff and will be retained for a limited period of time only and then disposed of in accordance with law. Persons wishing to reclaim lost or abandoned property should call the county's security coordinator at 941-764-4922. 9. Disruptive, harassing or unsafe behavior, including conduct which interferes with county employees or county officials in the performance of their duties, or interferes with the proper use of the county facility by others. 10. Possessing, selling, distributing, or consuming any alcoholic beverage, except as allowed by a permit at an approved event, or allowed by a park rule. 11. Smoking, the use of tobacco products, and the use of e-cigarettes or other vaping devices inside all county facilities. 12. Blocking access to any county building, doorway, walkway, ramp, road, parking access, or steps for any purpose without authorization. 13. Remaining in a county building after posted hours of operation or after the conclusion of an after-hours public meeting. 14. Bringing pets inside county buildings and conveyances, except service animals specifically trained to aid persons with disabilities. 15. Failure to cease conduct specifically prohibited in items 1 through 14 above immediately after a request by county staff to do so. If an individual fails to immediately cease conduct prohibited by these rules upon request, a trespass warning may be issued by the county administrator, or his or her designee, pursuant to County Ordinance 2016-027. Charlotte County reserves the right to contact law enforcement in any circumstance involving a violation of these facility rules or where a person having been issued a trespass warning fails to immediately leave the premises. Reverend May 6, 19.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.